It's around noon. I was up at 11. Uh, I don't know when I fell asleep. It was like 4:30 or something. I got some nachos and passed out nicely. Um, Overall, an experientially good night. I just want to update you on a couple of things that either slipped my mind or um, I dropped consciousness of. Am I smelling? I just sat in here. I had the heat down a little bit. I turned the heat down a little bit when I came in. I'm just like, am I smelling your flavored tobacco? Ugh. Speaking of which, I got the papers in. Um, they're on the table back there. I'm not going to show them to you. Um, my hearing is on May 11th, so I got another month. Hopefully, the weather. I think we're over the bad cold snap stretch. But like I said, that doesn't negate the problem, right? It's just like the fact that it's I only have to deal with it for a few months is not it doesn't address the issue, right? So it's a month. Like I say, it's not going to be the worst month, but it kind of doesn't matter. I'm not really going to worry about this until May, um, but that's what's coming up with that. So second thing is, I mentioned before I went into the club that I was looking for someone to talk to. I couldn't find anyone that was there that night. And that's okay. Um, I mean, I had headaches for a long time, right? I mean, this isn't. I need to have an understanding of what happened before I can make a decision as to what to do next, right? But the guy wasn't there, so maybe he'll be there the next time I'm there. Which I don't know. I don't plan to go back there again this month. So, um, yeah. So there's just a couple of updates on that. I don't plan on doing much today except I'm gonna go get some hangover juice. Um, it's nice out again today, but it's supposed to. I mean, it's supposed to go back to seasonal overnight, but we'll see about that. If I can get a few extra hours in, I'll be good to go as long as it doesn't rain. Um, I am happy I avoided the rain last night too. That's okay, but yeah. So it's just gonna be. I'm gonna get something to eat and plan around getting back out there. I want to be at. Well, I want to pick up some tickets on the way there. So that's the plan for that. So um, ugh. I'm scattered brained, obviously. Had a little bit to drink last night. Not too much, but I think that the combination of things. I- I've only been awake an hour. I'll be okay once I get some hangover juice and some coffee. But that's the update on those things. And I can't tell right now with the smell. It's I think I'm getting a faint like strawberry. I'm not sure what that smell is. It's either they've either put some kind of like air freshener out that smells like strawberries, or it's it's flavored tobacco. It's a really strong synthetic strawberry smell like you'd get at a I don't even know, like one of those like scratchy things, you know, scratch and sniff. Kind of smells like that. Just synthetic, overpowering, fake strawberry. It's very faint in here. I'll know. Well, I'm gonna go get some hangover juice, and I'll know quickly. Um, I wasn't smelling when I had the heat on in here because, you know, I'm hoping that we can keep the heat at a more reasonable level. Like this is really comfortable right now, but I hope that, like I said, when I open that door, I don't get a whiff of it. We'll find out in a minute. We are walking through there. Maybe I think I'm going to be. I mean, let the heat be. As Barbie said, and I'm happy about it. Oh. You know, I don't mind wearing a little sweater. Let's leave the snow behind. The snow. Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna get some hangover juice. So it's literally the same outfit as yesterday. Here's maybe a little bit more foolish. And I got a sweater today. And so, this is my shot. Is this in the right way? Or is it just kind of like a little dirty there? I should be like, okay, I don't even know what I just did. I was trying to think of something and I didn't. And yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go. It's 7 o'clock. I'm gonna take a walk up to the Magic Stick, and I'm sure we'll talk a little. But I'm taking a walk down to the Magic Stick to get some tickets, and then go to the place, and then go to the other place. So this is, again, a lot of walking. Not quite as nice tonight, but it's still a great night to go for a walk in Detroit, and that's a big part of what I'm doing. So I'm out to go for a walk, and then go for more walking, and then walk some more. I thought it's windy. See, listen, the wind. It's the wind. Yeah, it's windy, so I got a sweater. And I don't need to go to the store, so we're just gonna walk. Okay, so where am I going? I'm going to the bank machine first. As I tend to do. And then I'm going to the Magic Stick to pick up a ticket for Friday night. And then I'm going to walk to the Detroit Institute of Art, Contemporary Art. The Detroit Institute of Contemporary Art. Maybe we can get a better shot tonight. It might be a little late. I'll get a good shot one day. I'll just see how ridiculous it is. And when that's done, I'm going to there's a jazz performer at the Detroit Institute of Contemporary Art. It's guitar-based jazz. I listen to a little bit of it. Kind of psyche guitar-based jazz. It sounds interesting. Enough to take a walk. And then I'm going to walk to the UFO factory. And there is an electronic night, a noisy industrial type affair. I shouldn't miss the boring part. So should I? I'm trying to think it's It's Tuesday. I was just thinking if I'm gonna go, should I? No, I gotta make sure I'm out of there on time. It's gonna be a judgment call going to the UFO factory. If it's late, I might just leave. But I'm not expecting it to be late. No, it's just, I mean, it's Tuesday. I got nowhere
to go, so I don't really want to be there overnight kind of thing. And even in kind of the best case scenario, I'd still like show up there at 3 and I still got like 3 hours to wait, so it's like like I say, it might not I'll make a judgment call. I'll see what I feel like. Like if I get there, it's like I don't know. I don't even like want to. I should probably bring my pills, but at the same time, not bringing them is providing me with the incentive that I need to come home, which is what I really want, because it really doesn't make any sense to stay overnight tonight. No, it doesn't. Like I'm gonna be drinking coffee and cupcakes. No, it's a waste of time. So. Friday night will be an all-nighter. I can be certain of that. Yeah. Or as I'm planning on it to be anyways. If that's another situation where it might rain. I don't know. I'm just rambling. I'm going to put this away because I don't really have anything to say. And, yeah. But yeah, just a proper preface. What is this? This isn't, I don't know any of this. It's just all stuff that sounded, it was just all stuff that sounded like it was interesting enough to bother with. My expectations are not particularly high for any of it. Like I said, there's a possibility I could end up at the Art Institute late, and if I am, I'll just go home. If I get out of the Art Institute early, then I will for sure, which is what I'm thinking will probably happen, and I will sure end up at the UFO factory, and like I don't even. It just doesn't make sense to. It doesn't make sense to even think about staying overnight. So I'm not going to. I'm going to fully plan around coming home. And yeah, I'm walking. Kind of confused. There was a bus here about 10 to 8. I dropped some people off, and then I tried to get on it, and the bus driver drove away. I don't. He wouldn't have left his route that early. Like if he was taking the 8 o'clock route, he wouldn't have just, I don't know, run around the corner to watch a show or something, or take a leak, or didn't want me in the bus, or I don't know. I'm expecting the bus. I just asked somebody that said it was 7:59, so it's 8 o'clock now. If there's not a bus here, it's going to be a very strange scenario, I'll tell you. Again, how do I react to a situation like that where a bus driver gets to the route 10 minutes early and leaves without letting a passenger on? Like what? Like I say, I think I'm reasonable to assume he went around the corner to have a smoke or something. I don't know. That's got to be him right there. Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. Whatever. Here he is. So this is a slightly different walk through Detroit. I was just walking up Woodward here, and I'm turning up Warren. Once again, I'm spending all of my time on campus, as I always am. They've got the M1, the rails. They've got test runs going up and down, which is a good sign in the case it's just about done. I'm not sure how fast they're going to move. I don't know if I'm actually going to use it that often. I think that it's probably more just it's raining kind of thing, but I mean there's a bus. The bus goes through every 20 minutes anyway, so I think that people claiming this is a little silly might be right, but I mean, if it replaces the bus, I don't know what they're doing exactly. I'm walking up here to Rosa Parks, and then I'm there. So this is but it's as always, I'm pretty much always on campus. That's the story of my life. I graduated from university, not this one, but a different one a long time ago, but I'm still pretty much always on campus. Anyways, I don't know how far this is, about 20 minutes maybe at the most. Not even. They said, I think Google told me half an hour from the Magic Stick, and I already walked 10 minutes up, and I walk faster, so I'm gonna guess it's probably more like 10 minutes, but I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, so it's 10:30, I'm right on time. I don't think it'll take more than a half an hour to get from here to the UFO, so, I don't know exactly. I'm a little chilled. I shouldn't be. It's not cold enough to be. I think I just got used to a slightly warmer temperature in there. I didn't take any footage of that. It was kind of hard to take footage of because it was just kind of jamming. There was clearly a loose idea, but I mean, there weren't. They claimed they played songs. I don't quite agree. I mean, I can maybe call them compositions. I wouldn't quite call them songs. I mean, I think that a rough plan with a bunch of improv that doesn't quite fit my definition of a song. That said, it was interesting. I mean, I don't want to say it wasn't. You kind of have to get into the guitar wonkery of it. I enjoyed listening to them go, but it was not conducive to recording it, so we'll let that be. I kind of just walked right ahead because I do want to get there. Like I say, it's I'll be in trouble in a minute, and I'll be at Grand River in 5, and then I just gotta walk up Trumbull there. So the wind sucks, but like I say, I don't think that it's really cold out. I think I'll get used to it. Just give me a few minutes, kind of thing. Whew. Yeah, don't really have a whole lot else to say about that. I think I wanted to get to the UFO between 10:30 and 11. There's 4 bands playing at UFO tonight. That usually means the first one starts a bit before 10. The first 2 did not seem interesting to me. It's the last 2 I'm interested in. So if I can get there, around 11-ish, I'll catch what I want to see. So I think I'm on track, on target. Enjoyable, but not. The guitarist was. There were some noisy components to it. Some on a. What's the? I could just say it's like mimicry, but there's a. It's not but yeah, I think you know what I'm trying to say. And if you can pronounce it, you're a better person than I am. But there's a term for it in music when you're using sounds to mimic effects you would hear in nature. It may even be just mimicry, but I think there's actually a more technical term for it. A bit of that. I actually picked up a bit of Holdsworth in the in the swells kind of thing. I kind of wanted to stay and talk. It's just I got to get to the next spot, so I'm out. If anybody sees this later on, I hope they're not snubbed or anything. That's not the intent. It's just I got to get from A to B. So, yeah. It was see, I'm already warming up. So it was worth the walk for sure. And I just gotta get to the next spot. Like I said, here I am at Trumbull. It's 5, so it's like 10:40. When I get there, it might be a few minutes past 11. So it might be a tad late. I don't think it's that big a deal. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure this is Trumbull. If it's not, it's running parallel to it. I'll find out when I get there. I think I'm a little late, but not by much. Okay. Last stop of the night. If I'm gonna leave, I have to leave right now. It doesn't make sense to stay. I'm gonna leave. This says probably only about 10 minutes longer. That's the thing. I've done this before. I've actually stayed at this bar late and then realized I missed the bus by 10 minutes. You know, like it's just, I didn't plan for it. I consciously didn't plan for it because I knew it didn't make sense. Best case scenario, I could have stayed there till 2 o'clock. And then I gotta hang out, like there's nowhere to go tonight. Like it doesn't make sense to stay. This is kind of an annoyance. It's a reality. But, you know, it's like, miss the last 10 minutes, last 20 minutes, like, you know, like it's not, I'm gonna miss 20 minutes so I can, or I'm gonna stay 20 minutes so I can hang out at the fucking hotel for 3 hours. It doesn't add up, right? So, I've said this before, like if it's the band, you know, like I'll do it and I'll deal with it, but it was a DJ set, it was, I'm not drunk enough to dance, and I'm gonna head out. I was kind of hoping that what I got for the last 20 minutes was kind of more, you know, like I kind of wish that band would have come, or wish that DJ would have come on a lot earlier. Whatever, I'm on the way out. It's about, given that clock is about, it's 20 to 25 minutes fast, so it's around 11:40. So I got, you know, half an hour to walk, and it's plenty of time. So I'm out. And it doesn't make sense to stay on a, what is it, Tuesday? On a Tuesday night. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. So I'm out. Is this a defect living here? It is, sorta. But that said, like, if I was a little bit more drunk, I probably would have stayed. No, it's the truth. Like, I'm a little too sober to get into it. My next all-nighter is planned for Friday. And I mean, like, all-nighters here, they've got to be Fridays. Or even Sundays are better. But Saturdays, it's really the night is Friday night. That's the, Fridays or Saturdays are okay. But I mean, it's, like I say, if I was out tonight all night, best case scenario, I could stay at the bar till like 2:15 or something. And then I gotta wait until the bus doesn't come till 6. So keeping in mind that it's a half an hour walk down, like I'm still like, I'd have to go hang out at the hotel, or I could get some eggs or something. Like it's just, not tonight. But like I say, if I was a little bit more drunk, I would have. You know, it's just, that's how this works, right? You never know. See, often they're done before 1 here, right? So it's, but often they're not, and it's kind of like, but like I said, I've done this before, and I've said, okay, I'm going to stay, and then it's like, I stayed for 10 minutes, right? And at the end, like, the 10 minutes that I stayed for cost me 3 hours in a bus shelter. It's just not worth it. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe they'll play here until 2, maybe they'll play until close. They don't, though. I know better. You know, so. Is it a defect living here? It is. I have a curfew if I have to deal with it. I don't like it. You know? If it was another night and another month, like maybe I could do that, right? Maybe I could stay out all night and have a few more drinks and go to the place and get some eggs. But that wasn't like I didn't budget for that, right? So it's Friday night is the all-nighter, right? That's my plan. I already had one. What was it? Actually, I didn't, did I? It's been well, no, it was the end of March. If I can get an all-nighter or two in a month, right? Like I don't need to. Every time I come over, it doesn't have to be an all-nighter, right? It's and like I say, a lot. I know this sounds ridiculous, but a big part of it is my inebriation level. I could have had a lot more fun if I was a lot more drunk. That's the reality of it. But I'm not, so you know. I could have taken shots, but that wasn't the plan for the night. So I'm gonna guess it's. I got 20 minutes walking up here. I can make this. If I miss the bus, I'm gonna be pissed, right? And that's another part. I kind of left that to the latest point possible, right? I'm kind of testing a new limit on that. I always leave early. I always leave that part early and then say I could have stayed. So I pushed it as far as I can, and let's see if it works. It was 1 o'clock on the clock. I know the clock is at least 20 minutes fast. So I think I left, between 12:35 and 12:40. I'm catching a bus at 10 after 1. I think we can do this. But if the clock was, I don't think they changed the clock because I checked it when I walked in and it looked like it was still fast. I don't even think they close at 2 there. They close at like 1:30, right? So it's not like honestly, because I remember checking the clock once. I guess it was last year actually. The end of March last year, I was at like an industrial night, sort of like a bar. I remember looking at the clock and saying it's 2 o'clock, but it wasn't. It was like 1:40, and they were getting people out then. So it's like even worse, right? It's just like to the Detroit gods, let there be all-night dance clubs. And if there are, like on Tuesdays, where's your all-night dance club on Tuesday? It should exist. If it did, I'd be out. Right, I would have stayed. If it had a reasonable cover. Right? To the Detroit gods, where is your all-night dance club on Tuesday for $5? Where are you? Exist. Abracadabra. No, for real. Exist. It would be the thing that would keep me out late on a Tuesday night. If there's somewhere to dance to until 5 o'clock. But there's not. So the options suck. I don't know, it's like if there's a smart way out of this, if they could build the other bridge already, I mean, even if I don't bike it, if I could walk over it, like it's just like having to catch a bus. It's an annoyance, but it's a reality, right? I wonder if if I could get over without paying the tunnel fee too, right? Like every time I go to Detroit, it costs me $10. That's huge, right? If I go over 5 times that month, that's like $50. That could be used elsewhere. But I mean, it is as it is, and I don't. Like I said, there's lots of factors here, and this is the right choice. Kind of, they're probably done already. Again, I'm a little bit worried. We'll see soon. This is not a situation where I'm really early, so I expect the bus has probably already gone out, and it should be here like any minute, kind of thing. If it's not, I'm gonna get worried real quick. But I had to test it, right? See, even if I had stayed for the extra 20 minutes, it's not like, you know. This is not ideal. It's not. It really isn't. But it's what life is. And it's what you gotta deal with. Like I say, it's not gonna be long before I get worried. 5-10 minutes, something like that. Okay, I just asked the construction dude and he says it's 1:08. The bus is at 1:09. Looks like I'm good. Let me verify that. At 1:09. Okay. And in fact, this dude's always a few minutes late, so probably more like 1:12 or something. Okay, good. Whew. Okay, well, at least I know now that the time I need to worry about at the UFO is when the clock there turns midnight. Sorry, 1. When the clock there turns 1, that's when I need to get out. Okay. Okay. Lesson learned. I'm sober. See, and this is the thing. I'm totally sober, so, you know, yeah. There's a complex of situations that might have left me overnight. Being sober at 1 o'clock is not one of them. Okay, slightly more detailed review in the 2 minutes or so that I have to wait. I walked in when the second band was playing. I didn't really catch any of it. They were like talking or something. The third band was like a 20-minute pure noise set. It was, you know, I'm not sure what the philosophy underlying this is. It's really not so exciting to listen to. It's the reality of it, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know, it's not the first time I've seen something like that. It is what it is, and you know, like, I would have rather the fourth. So no, I'm gonna get stuck behind the Greyhound again. At least it's there. I know the bus is gonna be here soon. I wish that the fourth act, I mean, like, the third act was superfluous. I'm sorry. I don't know what the first two were like, but it's just like, it was like a 20-minute, all it did was slow the night down by like a half an hour, right? I kind of wish the fourth band, which was a little bit more like dance oriented, I wish they would kind of want to come on earlier, right? But what do you do? What I really would have liked would have been if they would have played until 5 o'clock in the morning. But you know, what do you say? I really don't think I missed more than 10 minutes. I'm not joking. Like, but yeah, I wasn't really dancing. I was kind of more like swaying, and I enjoyed it. I just wasn't inebriated enough to really enjoy it, and that's just the truth of it. And you know, techno purists want to say something about that. It's just like, I need inebriation to dance. That's just who I am as an individual. I'm sorry. I enjoy it greatly when it happens, but if I'm not drunk enough or whatever else enough, it doesn't work for me. I need the inebriation level. If I don't get it, I'm not dancing. I'm sorry. If I do get it, I am dancing, and I will dance up a storm and have a great time. But it's just how I work. So that's that. Quick show review. Again, these are DJ sets, they're not like shows, right? But this is Friday night is 2 jazz bands of varying qualities, and then I'm going to the dance club all night. So, but like these nights have to be on Fridays or Saturdays, because that's when things are open late. It's just again, I say this, I plead to the Detroit gods. Give me an all-night bar that's open like 7 days a week. Open till 5 a.m. 7 days a week. And cheap cover. And cheap drinks too. And close to the tunnel. And I want some Tang too. Anyways, it's a Simpsons reference. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. I'm here on time. The bus should be here. Damn it. Now, like I said, this bus is always a few minutes late. So, yeah. Okie dokie. That's that's that. I think I might actually when I get over, I might take a walk into the district and see what's going on there. It's because I'm not drunk, and it's like, if I'm gonna go home, I should at least be drunk, right? Get a drink or something. I don't know. Bum a smoke. See how that goes. I've lost my ticket. I'm not joking. I have a $10 bill American. I don't want to tell him that. Is that the bus there? Okay, the bus is super late. That's it there. I don't have a ticket. I lost my ticket. How the fuck did that happen? Oh well. I don't know what happens when this happens. You surely can't leave me here. We'll see what happens. The bus is sitting there. I don't know. There's something going on. And it might be me. They've been giving me the eye. It's like they know they can't catch me with anything, but it's like I'm not... I vlog my life. You can see that I'm not doing anything. It's like I'm exactly what I say I am, which is somebody that goes over for concerts. Nothing funny going on here, But I mean, it's sitting there. That is the bus. I don't know if you can. I'm trying to see it there. The orange there. It's the bus sitting there. I don't know why. I have to get over so I can pee at least. I hope they just let me on. Like I have a 10, but they don't have change, and it's gonna set me back. Hopefully it's just like, listen, I take the bus all the time. I always have tickets. I lost a ticket. I don't know how. Can you just like let me on, kind of thing? I don't think he can just leave me here. Worst case scenario, maybe they can let me over and I can use a bank machine and give them, $5 Canadian. That's certainly better than $10 American. Right? Like if I'm the person that's weirding them out, they're stupid. Like they have tons of information on me, and I'm obviously harmless. Anyways, it might be though. Like they've been giving me weird looks, so I guess they seem to think it's strange for someone to go out and have fun a lot. I guess I mean, I obviously don't work, right? But I mean, it's like I've told you I'm on disability. I'm not hiding anything. You can look it up. Like it's. Anyways, see how this works out. But I mean, like the bus is sitting there. It should be moving. I just went out anyways. I've been told that in these kinds of situations, the bus just loops. So hopefully it's here in a second. This is something else I've been through before too, though. Like I could have stayed an extra 20 minutes, clearly, right? I shouldn't have. I made the right choice. But what would be nice? Well, I don't have a phone, but if I did, like if there was an app that showed me when the, But I mean even that's unreliable because they don't know ahead of time. I look at time it is and say, okay, I'm not going to be done until 1:30. Then hey, I mean, if they could, right? Like if they could tell me ahead of time, you know, the bus is not going to come till 1:30. You go and have fun. Well, it's not, you know, it's not reality. Anyways, soon, hopefully soon. I saw it. It's coming. It's good. So I'm over. I'm just gonna take a walk over here. I don't know. I suspect it'll probably just be a walkthrough, but we'll see. It's same deal with the weather. I'll be used to it in 5 minutes. It's later than I thought, so I'm going home. Okay, so I'm wide awake. I guess we're gonna get some nachos here, some Doritos. Was that a bust? No. I enjoyed the walking. The walking is good for me. Could have been better. I think the truth is that I should have known. It's not the first time I've gone to a dance night at the UFO, and it's been a little, you know. I mentioned to somebody at the bar that I want to go to these kinds of things just to support them, but they're not always that good. Like I say, a dance set like that, like it's, you put it on in a punk bar, and like you do it for an hour. It's not the right way to do it. If you're gonna put a show like that on, like play it all night. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they played till 3 a.m. Or maybe I missed out. Maybe I'm a fool. I don't know. But I don't think so. I think that I need to lay the blame on myself. Like it wasn't a total bust. Like I said, I enjoyed the walk, but I think that the other thing is that I didn't find what I wanted. And nights when I come back, it's infrequent, but nights when I come back from Detroit and I didn't find what I want, tend to always have this kind of feel to it. This kind of feel as though the evening was unrealized, and to a certain extent it was for that very reason. But that's, you know, bright the moon, you know, like maybe. So. I'm going to enjoy my nachos, and I'm probably going to get some sleep. Perhaps not right away, but eventually, and it will be good. I think it will be quite good. Yeah. Not a bad night. Could have been better for sure, in a lot of different ways. What do you do? Hey, listen. I have great nights. I have shitty nights. And I have a lot of nights in between. This is in between, leaning towards the better, but definitely could have been better, for sure. But and I need to lay the responsibility of that on myself. It's perhaps I had unjustified expectations. Hey, that happens in life, right? This isn't. I say this repeatedly. This isn't even a first world problem. This is. Yeah. Okay. Let's just. I'm most of the way home. Let's just keep walking. Okay, so like I say, I'm home. We got Doritos, and I think we should just leave it at that. Could have been better, but what do you do? My feet will thank me for a rest. That was not just 2 days in a row, but there were those 2 days last week too. Although I'm back out again on Friday, so let's rest them up. There's more coming.